My name's Mary Jane Compton, and I've been a Hoosier football fan since I was probably in junior high. The very first Hoosier football game I ever saw was when I was in the band, and our band got to come down for band day. And we were all together, we'd been practicing, and came down on a bus from North Manchester. I sort of fell in love with IU football when I was dating my husband, and he brought me to a game, and I thought, oh, this is really great. It was great coming with some other adults and sitting in the stands with everybody and cheering and having a great time. I've been a season ticket holder for over 50 years, and at the time we got them, we lived in Terre Haute, and Road 46 came direct from Terre Haute to Bloomington, and we had 4 season tickets. We brought our children, and my husband and I just were IU grads, and we followed them along through a lot of thick and thin years. We started sitting at the games way down towards the end on the side, and gradually, as we were buying season tickets every year and making some contributions to the athletic department, we were able to move up a little bit closer. We've never sat on the 50-yard line, but between 35 and 40 is great, and having season tickets for all these years has been a great thing for me. But now, this year it meant that I was able to get tickets to the Rose Bowl, which we had turned down some in 1968. And we always said, well, we'll go the next time. And so this time was the next time, and I was able to get season tickets and take my children, because they had gone to football games all these years with us, and I was able to get tickets for them and their spouses. So that was great. And I'm headed to Miami next week. I think one of the greatest memories was when we beat Purdue, and I don't remember which year it was, but we beat them here in Bloomington, and our husbands, we were with another couple, our husbands were able to go down to the locker room and get in, and his wife and I said, oh, we've been coming to these games just as long as you guys have. We wanted to go in the locker room, but they would not let us go. Fortunately, I was able to go to the Pasadena for the Rose Bowl this year. We got out there, and it was raining, cats and dogs, and it was raining the morning of the game. But fortunately, it cleared up. By the time we got to the stadium, there was a big tailgate party, and it was under a tent, so I was not out in the rain. But then we got to the game and sat there, and it was just so exciting to see us beating not just a team, but Alabama, because they have been such a great team for so many years. We held them. They didn't even get a touchdown. They only got a field goal. So that was really exciting. I love it when I get on a plane or someplace and have my IU gear on, and particularly going to the Rose Bowl. Well, the plane was just filled with red. It was just great to know that we had so many people going to a game, you know, and from Indiana to California, that was not just a little puddle jumper plane. It was a big one, and it was filled with IU people, and it was great to be in a crowd like that. I'm getting really excited to go to Miami. I just know it's going to be a great time. You know, going to a national championship never seemed like a reality for me. Even going to the Big Ten championship hardly seemed like a reality. So this is something really big, and you know, it's great. I never thought this time would come, but I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of other IU fans and enjoying the moment. I'm sure we're going to win, so I'm waiting for the confetti to come down again. I saved some confetti from the Rose Bowl because it came out into the stands. And I came back with a lot of souvenirs, but I'm really looking forward to this championship game to know that we are #1 in the country. Oh, it would mean everything to me. I just wish my husband was here because he's the one who said way back there, over 50 years ago, well, we're going to just get season tickets. We'll go with Dave and Joanne and we'll have season tickets with them. And he went with me every game. And this is kind of a funny thing, but he died the middle of September, in the middle of a week. There was a home game that Saturday. I knew that there's no reason I shouldn't go. So I went to that game and people were shocked to see me there. And I said, well, Bob would want me to go. And that's what my brother told me about these games. Bob would want you to go. You know, being a Hoosier fan is really special. We've got a great alumni base that are really great. And we stick together. We cheer together. And I think that's what makes a great camaraderie here in Bloomington and anywhere else that we go. You know, I've been a fan for a long time, a season ticket holder for over 50 years. And it has taken a little bit sometimes on a Saturday to say, did I really want to go? Well, yes, I really wanted to go because I'm a Hoosier. I'm an IU graduate, and I'm going to follow this team. I'm not following another team. I'm following my team because it's my school. Lots of people come to games, and I think it's because we get along together and we have a common interest in helping somebody win. And so I think that's why sports do a lot. It's the same for Pee Wee baseball or high school basketball or IU football. And I think it's great that we have that interest that we can share and we can support. You know, being a Hoosier fan is spectacular. I'd say I want people to remember that I followed the Hoosiers for a long time through thick and thin. And I want people to remember that I didn't ever give up on them. Sometimes it was a little bit hard, but I never gave up. We always bought season tickets every year, even if we'd had a losing season. So I want people to remember that it was a great time for me. Hoosier Nation, we got a big game coming up Monday night. We got to go and we got to follow those Hoosiers and yell, Hoosiers!